Good morning, YouTube. And guess what time it is? That's right, it's puppy time. We're going to discuss the need for a dog on your prepping. And what I'm talking about is security, because sooner or later you're going to need to take a nap. And a dog will basically let you know if there's someone out there, something coming, whatever, they're going to let you know. Junior, who is the brown one right there, he is almost 15 years old. He is a full-blooded pit bull. I've had him since he was 6 weeks old. The people who had him were going to put him down because he was a runt. Well, needless to say, he turned into an extremely well-defined dog. I said his age is starting to show on him. But he has an extreme protective nature to him. And that is a bonus for me, for what I'm looking for. When I started prepping, I wanted something that was going to have that would be a good protector for my kids, and he is. Noises, if he hears something, his ears are automatically up, and he's got that low guttural growl to him. And then we're going to look at this guy here. This is Rowdy. He is 3.5, coming up on 4 years old. He is a half English Bull Terrier, half Black Lab. I've got the best of both worlds here because he is extremely protective and he likes to hunt. He loves the water. That's the Black Lab, you can tell that. He likes to chase ducks. Anything in the water he loves. He has absolutely no problem as a brush dog. He will flush pheasants like no other. And the best part about it is I didn't have to teach him anything other than to retrieve. So that takes care of that. We'll get back to the security thing here. Junior, like I said, he's got that guttural bark to him, or a guttural growl and whatever else. As I said, he lets me know exactly what's coming. This guy here, he just points. If he hears something, he just stops and looks that direction and then looks at me and then be for sure that I know what he's looking at. So that takes care of the security end of it. If you're going to get a dog, you're going to want to have one that has got good instincts as far as maternal and protective instincts are concerned, because they're your first line of defense. If you get somebody that's messing with you, that dog is going to get between them and you. You also need to be in mind that dogs are pack animals, which means they need an alpha, which you need to be the alpha, because if you're not, they're going to walk all over you. I've got some friends who have got some dogs, and those dogs rule the roost, which is not the way it's supposed to work. But that's just the way it is. So you want to be for sure that they know that you're the boss. There are all kinds of videos out there on how to train dogs and all that kind of garbage. I've trained dogs for years. They're very well behaved. As you can tell, they don't normally go more than about 100 feet from me unless we're hunting. And then that's where Rowdy just does his thing and flushes birds. So that takes care of that. The one thing you're going to want to keep in mind is if you're going to be stealthy, a dog is not going to be your friend. They're going to make noise, and that's what I want, is someone to know the fact that I've got a dog and make noise. There are two schools of that. I got some friends who just absolutely do not want to have a dog because they want to be quiet. That's fine. They're not prepping with me anyway, so I don't care what they do. They don't know, I said, they don't know anything about where I'm at, where we're going, that kind of stuff, so I don't have to worry about getting jumped. Another thing you want to keep in mind is what you're feeding them. I give a good grade dog food. It's a high protein. It's 36%. It's a 36% protein dog food. I also feed eggs in them, and so there's always good food for them. I've got a year's worth of supply of dog food, which 480 pounds. Basically, a 40-pound bag will last me. A 40-pound bag will last me a good year. Or excuse me, a 40-pound bag lasts me a month. So I've got enough dog food for that. Dog food does not keep very well because of the oil content. It's like brown rice, it doesn't keep very well. So I don't normally go longer than a year, maybe a year and a half. If I needed to, I could stretch it, but I don't want to take a chance on getting anybody sick. So I don't feed dog food if it's more than a year old. So it's just boys, it's enough. So anyhow, that takes care of feeding. Bones, I give them beef bones, preferably raw. I don't like them cooked. I don't like giving them pork bones unless they're raw, or chicken bones unless they're raw, because they chew them up and they break easy because they're very malleable. Cooked stuff, they shatter and you can get stuck in the throat and whatever, and I really don't want to have to put a dog down because of that. So that's another thing that you got to keep in mind. So we went over the security aspect, we went over stealth aspect, we went over food, and the last thing we want to go over is emotional support. When we get into a grid down situation, emotional support is going to be huge. You may not think so, but let me give you a little clue here. If things do go bad, and they will, stress is going to be huge, and there is nothing better than a dog or a pet in general to help deal with stress. Now, these guys are actually therapy dogs. I take them, I work for an outfit. I spend a couple days a week there. That's where I put my time in, and I take them with me. There are six gentlemen that live in this house, and they just come to life as soon as the dogs show up. They will get down on the floor and love on them and play with them and whatever else and walk them, and they're just excellent therapy dogs and emotional support. And that's another reason I have them. Now, when I go somewhere, even to work, I take them with me to work. That's even best for me. But they are good for my wife. Right now she's having some health issues, and I leave a dog there with her because if something does happen, the dog stays with her, keeps her company until I get home. That's just what I do and how I do it. So that pretty much covers what I've got for dogs. Like I said, I didn't go into great detail. We were down here this morning. The water was wonderful, and the river's down. We got sand everywhere that they can play on, and the view down here is beautiful. So this is just our morning. I thought I'd share it with you, and we'd talk dogs. So that's all I've got for now. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Don't forget, knowledge is power. Get some.